everyone, so this is my review of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4, Episode 3, called Uprising. And basically what this episode's about is that Coulson, Mac, and Fitz work to try and stop this group that is trying to end the registration of Inhumans worldwide. And while that's going on, Simmons and Dr. Radcliffe work against the clock to try and save May from her illness. And this was a really great episode that had a lot of moments that made me really happy. The one part that I really liked with this episode is that they had, one of the main sort of plots in this episode was heavily focused on Yo-Yo, which I really enjoyed having that be the thing, where it's mostly on Yo-Yo, but then, Mac, Coulson, and Fitz come into play with it. And just seeing her, being, this bit of a starring role in this episode was amazing in my mind. And with that, I feel really bad for the fact that all her friends that you sort of get introduced to in this episode ended up, kind of leaving her as soon as they found out that she was an Inhuman. I feel really sad about that, and it's just a terrible idea in my mind to have happen. So hopefully as, the world of this Marvel Universe learns that the Inhumans are not this terrible of a thing, that maybe her friends might come back. I'm hoping, but if that doesn't happen, then maybe it is a good thing that she also has the S.H.I.E.L.D. team as her other friends, so she's not completely alone. And then I really enjoyed the, moments with Fitz and the fact that he managed to, use non-technology to solve all his problems, which I think is a really kind of interesting thing with Fitz, because I feel like he uses technology so much to aid him. To see that he's able to still do all the stuff and be as smart as he normally is without the aid of all the technology, I think is amazing to see, and I really enjoyed all those moments of him just using a compass and a map and just basic sort of things to try and figure out the location of where the cause of all the blackouts is going on. And then all the scenes with Daisy and Robbie, I absolutely enjoyed and loved, especially the very first scene where they're at the gas station and Robbie makes the comment of, "Oh, I hope the blackouts don't happen here," and then instantly right after that the blackout happened. That was a very funny kind of moment that I enjoyed to sort of bring them into this episode. And then Gabe, we sort of fully got introduced to in this episode, and his personality, I was not expecting it to be the way it was. Because I've said in past reviews of this season, I'm not as familiar with the Ghost Rider story as I am with other stories of other characters, so I don't really know what Gabe is like. But with how I was imagining his personality to possibly be for the most part I was correct. But then that one sort of turn where he turned against Daisy in this episode, I was not expecting at all. And because of that, I kind of love it. But it just was not something that I was expecting, and that was really awesome to see. And then all the scenes with Simmons and Dr. Radcliffe, I really enjoyed with how well those scenes were organized, and having all this really kind of brief, quick sort of research with all the holographic computer stuff that every single science character seems to have in the Marvel Universe to try and find out how to cure May was really well organized with how they showed all the graphics and stuff. And the ending sort of chunk of that had something that I was not expecting it to go, because when when the blackout finally hit DC, so they couldn't revive May, I was expecting Dr. Radcliffe to go and get Ada and have Ada shock her back to life or something like that, instead of what he actually did, where he ripped the power source out of Ada and used that to revive May. I was not expecting him to go that way, and because of that I'm wondering how that's going to affect Ada down the road now that the power source was removed from her, even for this brief time, and then used without it being inside her, how that's going to affect Ada in the future. And maybe in the episode to come is Dr. Radcliffe going to introduce now Simmons to Ada, so then it's not fully just a secret between Dr. Radcliffe and Fitz anymore. I'm very curious to see if that might all play out. Overall, I have to say that I really, really like this episode, and I enjoy the fact that this episode ended with like a lot of stuff still up in the air. That I'm excited to see in the episodes to come how all that stuff will play out. Like the fact that S.H.I.E.L.D. is now reintroduced to the world. So how that's going to affect everything. And all that, so I just have to say, so yeah, that's my review of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4, Episode 3, called Uprising. So, yeah. Bye!